it's okay.
There it is.
Good.
All right, so let's get started. We're going to start with, actually, let me do this. I'll record my workout as well so we can see how challenging this is. All right, so we're going to start with a minute of each of the warm-up movements, okay? So the first one is like this. Second one is the push-up to downward facing dog. Second one is the deep squat to hamstring stretch. But we'll go through each of them as we go. We're going to do 1 minute of each, and then we'll move on to the next exercise, okay? So starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pushing hips up and back down. Making sure that our glutes are nice and squeezed at the top. Trying to get to a flat position through the body. Really stretching out through the shoulders and working through glutes as well. Trying not to get any dip through the back, so we're keeping that back nice and straight when we get to the top of the movement, and not overarching either. Keep going, guys. We're doing a full minute of this one today. Take it in your own time. If you need to have a rest throughout this period, just go for it. That's fine. But working up towards getting that full minute. Good. Turning over into push-up position. Starting with our hands directly beneath our shoulders. We're going to push back into a downward facing dog. Trying to get our heels all the way to the ground, pushing through the back, and then coming back to push-up position. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So when we get back into that downward facing dog, try to get your heels down to the ground. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, but it'll help to lengthen out through the backs of the legs, increase that hamstring flexibility. Also, as you push back, try to push your arms past what's comfortable. So you're bringing your head a little bit past your elbows, stretching out through the back, getting into a little bit of thoracic extension. Good. Coming into a squat position now. Hands are going to go onto the ground, squatting all the way down, and then piking up and coming all the way back down. We're going to do this for a minute, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All the way up and back down. As we get into the base of the squat, try and keep your heels on the floor. $25 more seconds to go. Stay strong, guys. Good. From there, rolling up, taking a nice wide position with our feet. We're going to lunge to the side. From that lunge, we're staying there. We're moving all the way across side to side for 1 whole minute, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now try and get as deep as possible. Okay, we don't want to be too upright. in our legs. So we're not actually coming up in between. We're staying down at that full depth, moving from side to side, trying to keep your legs and your feet as parallel as possible. So if we get too much rotation through the feet, it does become quite a bit easier. This way we're challenging our body, working through that uncomfortable stretch position in the in-between squat, but also still working through range of motion as we go into each side. 22 more seconds. Keep going, guys, back and forth. 15 more seconds. We're almost there. Stay strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Coming out of that. Well done, guys. We're going to leave the lunge hip mobility for a little bit later because it's part of the planche program as well. So we'll do that towards the end of the workout. We'll start with some of these exercises. So the first thing we're going to do, move my mat out of the way. You're going to bring one leg up like this, like you're standing on one foot. Now, if you need a chair or a bar or something to help you balance, go for it. Okay, so having something there as a support for now, probably going to be very helpful. So you're going to bring this one leg up. You're going to extend out to the front and then flat back to this position. So extending out to the front, flat back to this position. Okay, we're going to do that 10 times on each side. If you don't need the bar, try it without the bar. The goal is to be able to do this without the bar eventually. Okay, so you're starting here, extend out, bend forward, back to start. All right, going for 10 on each side, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Up, extend, bend forward, and up. Extend, bend forward. That's 2. Extend. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Good. Swap sides. Other leg. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Have a rest. Shake it out. Put the fan on. It's getting a little bit warm in here. So you would have felt that quite a bit through the back of the leg. Yeah? Especially if you were stabilizing on one leg and trying to do it without a bar. You're going to feel that quite a bit through that standing leg. The calf muscle is going to be working to stabilize the ankle as we bend forward. And then the hamstring is going to be working quite hard to bring you back up. So looking at a planche, that's the movement we're working on. Okay? Good, guys. So coming down to a mat now. Grab a mat. Bring this out. You're going to bring one foot out to the front. Something to kneel on, something to hold on to. You're going to keep your back leg turned in and your toes tucked. Now, it's really important here that the toes stay tucked at the back because what that's going to do is keep your back leg parallel. All right, the parallel position of the back leg is what's most essential here. because if we let that leg turn out, it changes the mobility of the hip. So keeping that back leg parallel, you're going to slide forward as far as you can, and then slide back up. We're going to do this 10 times on each side, keeping the front leg as stretched as possible. Okay, we'll wait for Snezana to get her socks on so she doesn't get floor burn. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sliding forward and back up. That's 1. 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, last one, 10, other side, changing legs, keeping that back leg parallel, back toes tucked, leg out in front, sliding forward, over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Good. Coming up from there. Grabbing a step or something that you can stand on, although using a bar if you need it for extra support. I'm going to stand on one leg. Back leg is going to be turned out, but foot is flexed. Up, up, up. Okay? Now what we're doing here is we're lifting this leg. We're really using the glute to lift the leg. So if you're feeling it in the low back, make sure that we're not lifting quite as high. Fully engaging that glute and stabilizing this front leg. So what's going to happen as soon as you start to do this at a little bit of a pace is this knee is going to start going like this. All right, we want to make sure that the knee stays really stable, standing leg stays stable and bent, and we keep it exactly where it is as that other leg goes up into the air. All right, we're going to do this 20 times on each leg. Okay, so this is just to get that glute activated as we move through this movement. All right, so coming onto one leg, other leg is going to be turned out behind us. You can place your hands on your hips, on your head, or onto a bar if you need that support, making sure the leg is turned out and the foot is flexed. Let's go for 20, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Swap sides. Other leg. Starting at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Shake your legs. We're going to come over to our bar now. And what we're going to do is like you're doing an arabesque, but with your inside leg. So the leg that's up on the bar is going to be the one that's closest to the bar. Okay? What you're going to do is you're going to bend forward towards your standing leg. Bending that leg as you get to the bottom, stretch the leg, and come back up. So you bend forward, keep that leg bent as you bend forward, stretch the leg at the bottom, and come back up. All right, work with a lower bar if you need to, if it's too high, if the one that you have is too high. Even if you have a bench or something like that step that you run, that's perfectly fine for now. It's going to create enough stretch through your standing leg that that's going to be fine. Yeah? Place the step on the floor and then put the leg onto the step. So you can do it like this. I'll show you. From a simple perspective, the lower the leg, easier it is. Okay, so you can start like this, bending forward, and then come back up. That's it. Okay, bend forward, keep that leg bent, stretch the knee, and come back up. As you're able to lift the leg higher, bring the leg up more onto the bar. All right. Start at your level though. If you need a chair to do it with, if you need a step to do it with, if you want to do it on your couch, Lynn, that might be a good height. Yeah, if you want to put your foot up on your couch or lower the second bar that you've got there, perfect. All right. Good. So we're going to do 10 on each side. Good. Snejana's got her chair. Everyone's ready.
Still high.
Still too high? Can you lower it?
This one. Yeah, it takes time. No, it takes time. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Next
All right.
time.
We'll give it a try. We'll do what we can. All right, so hand up on your bar, leg up on the bar. Here we go. Bending forward. Knee bent. Stretch the knee. Coming up. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. 10. Have a rest. Shake it out. Okay, so the challenge with this one as well, because we're changing height of the body and height of the head in relation to the heart, there is the potential for a little bit of lightheaded feeling after it. Okay, so take a second in between each set as you do it. And we'll swap to the other side. Changing legs. Other leg up on the bar. Here we go, bending forward. Bend the knee, stretch the knee, and up. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. Rest. Shake it out. Yeah. So you're going to feel a lot of challenge in the back in that one. You're also going to feel quite a bit of stretch through the hamstring when you're bent over. All right, so the muscles that help you come back up, you're going to feel quite a bit of tension through the mid-back. You're going to feel quite a bit of tension from here when you're bent forward. That stretch, as you stretch that knee, you will feel that stretch coming through the standing leg, okay? So there's 2 elements at work here. One is mobility of the hamstring. The other one is that strength through the back. Good. Shake your legs. Next one that I would suggest, if you can, find something that you can slide on. So I've got a slider here that I can use. A towel or something that you can use to put underneath that foot is also going to be something that might help. Yep, that works perfectly. As long as you can slide. All right, so what you're going to do, standing on one foot, the other foot's going to be on the slider. I'm going to take the stock off here so you can see. What's going to happen is you're going to slide out, slide back, knee up, arabesque, and back down. Slide down, up, knee up, arabesque, and down. Okay, we're going to do this 5 times. So that's 2 if you've done it with me so far. Sliding out, up, knee up, plie to arabesque, and down. Good, let's do 2 more. And up, plie to arabesque, and down. 1 more. And back down. Okay, let's do the other side. So you will feel this arabesque at the moment because your back is probably still tight from the exercise we just did before, right? So what we're doing, you're a little bit pre-fatigued. So it means that those muscles are already a bit tired, all right? So going into this movement, we're challenging now the quadricep because the majority of the exercises we've done have been targeting the hamstring, so we have to balance that out. Lifting the knee, plie to arabesque, and come back, okay? Here we go. Let's go on the left side, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lunging down, up, knee up, plie arabesque, back down. Again. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. Shake it out. Grab that mat that we had before. Coming down onto the mat. Lunging on the mat, you're going to lunge forward as far as you can, again keeping that back leg turned in. You're going to stretch your knee and back down. All right, now when we do this, when we're stretching the knee, what we're trying to do is keep the hip at the same height. So we're not lifting up into this lunge like this. We're keeping the hips exactly where they are and just trying to stretch the knee off of the ground. So it's almost like you're lowering a bit as that knee stretches. So not lifting up, but trying to get closer to the mat. Okay? Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Swapping sides. Pushing as far forward into that lunge as we can. Lifting the knee off. Going for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Have a rest. Good. Okay, so you're going to feel quite a bit of stretch now through the hip flexors. Yeah, the point of this. But we're also going to feel some tension into the quadricep, right? Because you're pushing into that front leg. So that's your stability leg. At the same time, you're getting the stretch through the back leg. It's targeting that hip flexor, mobilizing the hip flexor. Okay. Standing up. taking a nice wide second position like this. So as wide as you can go without feeling like you're going to fall or feet are going to slide out too far. Keeping the toes as parallel as you possibly can. Hands are going to go out to the side. You're going to bend forward into a flat position and then come back up. We'll do this 10 times. So not going too far down, just to flat back. Going again, 2, and back up. Again, 3, and up. 4, going for 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Good. Bringing those legs back together. So again, you would have felt quite a bit of tension through the back of the hamstrings, through the back of the calf muscles, and that's the challenge there, is to stabilize by bending forward and coming back up in a position that isn't a very stable position. So the feet are nice and wide. It's a bit of a challenge to balance, and we're working on just going to a certain range of motion and then coming back up. All right. Good. Last exercise of this series, you're going to bend forward like we do quite often in the knees over toes program. You bend forward, hands on the ground, and you're just going to alternate bending and stretching. Yeah, we're going to do 60 reps. Now, if this is really easy, if you're able to get your hands onto the ground quite simply, try to elevate the front of the foot. Okay, now I have, if I can find it, where did I put it this afternoon? Somewhere around here. There it is. I have a slant board for this purpose. Okay, so this is a slant board where you can see it's got quite an angle on it. All right. You can do this by just having a slight elevation of the foot. It doesn't have to be much. Doing that is enough to increase the stretch. Yeah. If you're finding, basically the point is if you can get your hands quite easily onto the ground, elevate the toes. All right. If you can't get your hands onto the ground yet, bend your knees to get them there for now. All right. So basically what you're going to do, you can use a block. I would almost say bend your knees and walk a little bit farther forward, and then try and stretch the knees in relation to that. So go whatever you need. If you need that block for now, that's fine, but try to get your hands down to the ground by bending the knees and then working to really stretch one leg at a time. That's it. Yep. All right, we're going to do 60 reps. So one stretch is 1 rep. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 60. Okay, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 31, 32, 33, 5, 36, 37, 38, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. Slowly rolling up. Take your time. Don't rush. Good, guys. How's everyone feeling? Good? Challenged? How are your hamstrings feeling?
Good.
Good? Not too tired? No? All right. Good. All right, so we'll do a little bit of a stretch out, but I'm not going to do any more strengthening tonight. That's enough for one night. Yeah, because you'll realize tomorrow when you wake up how tight and sore your hamstrings and your back are. Okay? I prefer you not to be destroyed. So what we're going to do, just to sit down. Sitting down, you're going to bring one leg in, and the other leg is going to be stretched out kind of to the side. Okay, so not out to the front. So you're out to the side, and you're going to bend forward towards that leg, but I want you to try and bring your opposite arm to the outside of that foot. And bend forward towards that foot. We're going to hold that stretch for 30 seconds. Ten more seconds. Good, swapping sides. Coming back up, changing the other leg. Reaching the outside arm to the outside of the foot and bending forward. Coming back up. You're going to bring one leg over, cross the legs, and bend forward. So we're working to stretch out the glute at the top of the glute, bending forward. Good, swapping legs. Good, bringing both legs out to the front now. We're going to sit up as tall as we can. Arms are going to go up towards the ceiling, and you're going to bend forward towards your feet and pull your head down towards your legs. You want to stay in that position for 1 minute. Just relax. As you're stretching, take a deep breath. And as you exhale, try to go deeper into the stretch. So take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, releasing further into the stretch. Good, slowly rolling back up. You're going to lie back onto the mat now. You bring your knees up to your chest. And just gently rock in that position. Bring the knees closer and relax, gently rocking the knees into the chest. Give a little bit of a massage to the low back. And there you're going to release one leg out towards the floor and just pull that other knee up towards the chest. From there, you're going to grab underneath your ankle and slowly start to extend that leg out towards the ceiling. And we'll hold in this position for 30 seconds. Good, bending that knee back in, bringing the other knee up, a little bit of a rock. And then slowly releasing the other leg out to the front, down to the ground, keeping that knee up by your chest. Grabbing underneath the ankle and extending the leg. Bring the leg back down. Bring both knees up. Rolling all the way up. Sitting into butterfly position. We're going to sit up as tall as we can. We're going to take 6 deep breaths in this position. So breathing in and out through the nose. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, guys. Very good work. How's everyone feeling? Good? Any questions about anything we did tonight? No? Just feeling strong, feeling stretched, feeling good.
Yes, it's good. Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, I will see you all for ballet artistry tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.